Most people think only governments can build sovereign wealth, and actually, that's not really true. It's like the biggest lie I've ever seen. And really, people think that only governments and rich people can have their own sovereign wealth fund, but that's a really big myth that people need to really understand, because actually, anyone can create their own sovereign wealth fund just like a country. Like, if a country could do it, why can't I? Because the countries, they're also made of people that could do the exact same thing. And really, it's more of a strategy that nobody really talks about, especially when it comes to financial advisors. Not even financial advisors talk about this stuff, which sucks because most of them say you could have all this money, but then they don't tell you about freaking taxes and how much taxes you gotta pay. And the really the first thing to start is what actually is a sovereign wealth fund. And it's really just the actual definition, a giant pool of money to protect for the future. And really, the countries that do it the best, they reinvest their surplus. They're in their trade surplus, they reinvest it. They have a surplus of profits, say they made more than they expected, or even if they made what they actually expected, they reinvest instead of spending it on random crap. A good example is the UAE. They have all this oil and stuff, and that's kind of the only thing they have, but they used all this money to reinvest it and to build an actual city state that really people told them they're never going to do it, it's not possible. But really, they started with that idea that they pulled up a bunch of money to save for the future. And really, that starts with investments instead of just having a giant savings account. It's not going to yield you anything. Inflation is going to take away from it, and when you spend the money, you're going to pay taxes on it. You can't write off nothing, which is actually exactly what you don't want. Really don't. It Anybody could start, really, even if you don't have too much money. The way I did it was, you could just open a brokerage account, pick a specific amount of things, and right there is your sovereign wealth fund. I started with just really individual stocks first, then I kind of took that out and started with index funds and also real estate investment trusts. Those are what you want because they yield dividends and they also appreciate in capital with tax benefits because it's real estate and it's not all this other company corporate crap. And there's only so much land, and that one's probably the biggest investment in a fund like that. And you don't even need that much money. You could start with $100 in a real estate investment trust. There's really no excuse. I started doing it, found some good ones. There's Vanguard, they do a real estate investment trust ETF, which is even better. You get all the tax benefits and the redistributions of the dividends without paying any taxes on the dividends, and your maximum tax rate's only 20% because it's long-term capital gains. And that right there, that's a ton of money. And the distributions from the dividends, they're tax-free, which honestly is the best thing because you could reinvest the money that you have tax-free without actually having to worry about how many taxes you have to pay. And that's why really having your own fund gives you so much tax benefits. And it really just starts with an investment account. It's so simple yet complex because nobody actually talks about it, and really it's to protect it and reinforce it. My strategy that I've started doing, even though I started off slow, and really it's about compounding interest. Einstein said it was the eighth wonder of the world, and it really is, because it just grows in such crazy amounts. Even if you just start, and really to protect it is different strategies. mine is I started with 40% in the like S&P 500, the American stocks. So yeah, mostly I did an even split between all the different sectors, tech, finance, everything. I did an even split across it. I want to diversify and not have to worry about it. It's a fund. It's not just, oh, I got to worry about what's my balance and everything. I just leave it in there. Don't worry about it. Then I have another 30% in real estate investment trust, and there's also different ones for farmland as well that actually pays you tax-free distributions. I can't believe nobody talks about tax-free distributions from real estate investment trust. It's because they're trusts that they could do tax-free distributions. That's kind of their whole point versus like an ETF and a stock. And also another 10% alternative investments, whatever. I kind of see, but it's more long term.